I think it got disconnected due to some network issue probably. So I'll continue, and so please excuse me for this. We are almost towards the end, and I'll continue to finish. And this is the waterproofing detail for the counterfort retaining walls, and this is the waterproofing drawing for the continuous waterproofing. So follow these details. Here I want to spend some time on these sajjas. Mostly it happens, you can see this is the external plaster and this is the chajja and lintel, and so there has to be a continuous plaster here. And then not to miss this drip mold. Many people make a mistake here. The drip mold is not provided. That's why we'll see the water seeping below the sajja and through the windows. So this is a very important thing. We have to use the drip mold. And coping over the parapet walls. So here also we have to have a drip mold. Otherwise, you see without this coping, the parapet walls, you see a lot of algae formation in spite of using the algae-proof paint. And this is the basement stormwater drain drawing. So as I said, you have to allow the water to drain to reduce the attack on the structure. So it's very important to have the proper stormwater drainage in the basements particularly. And basement stormwater drain, here you can see the water collection and then take it to the below the basement and pass it on to the sump actually. And this is the subsurface drainage system. This we have followed actually. So we collect behind the retaining wall by providing inward sand filters. So we have soling, we have sand and a jelly. This is a inward sand filter and pebble stone all around the pipe, and this pipe will connect to the drainage. So behind the retaining wall, you do proper inward sand filters so that you can collect the water through these inward sand filters. So you'll get a filtered water. So this is the drains in the basement. You have to have a perforated grating, MS grating, and then stormwater catch basins you have to collect and then drain it. So these are the site photographs. Between the footings, we will provide the drainage before putting the slab on grade itself. So these are the photographs of waterproofing and the sites, and these are all the below the footings. And here you can see after putting the waterproofing membrane, there is a dimple sheet or bubble sheet used for as a protective. This is before pouring the concrete. And here for the retaining wall, it's already applied on the blind side. You can see waterproofing is done, applied onto the surface itself. And here the footing and below the footing PCC surface overlapping waterproofing on the side of the footing is done. You can see here. And then this is a membrane again on the side of the footing, and this is below the footing before putting the reinforcement on the PCC. The membrane is applied. This is the podium slab actually. So you can see the building line. On the podium slab, the drain cells sheet is provided, and then I'll show you the detail here. So this is the waterproofing membrane first, and then drain cell. Next thing, waterproofing membrane. I'll show you the drain cell. This is the drain cell on podium. After applying the waterproofing membrane, we have to put the drain cell and then put the GSB and then put the concrete on top of it. So that acts as a cushion for, so this is a proper design used in one of the projects for the podium slab waterproofing. So you have to allow the water to drain on the waterproofing membrane, otherwise water will sit. So you have to see that the water flows on the drain cell. And this is the terrace brickbat Koba detail that is adopted. And this is the major waterproofing. This is important thing. Actually, we keep asking for guarantee and warranty from the companies. So there is no point in taking a guarantee without bank guarantee. That is, whatever the value, defect liability value that will be there, it is always better to take a bank guarantee from these vendors, so that you are assured of the waterproofing performance. Then only you will get the serious coat and workmanship. So this is the Proofex Engage, is one of the products that we have used in projects, and this is the method of putting the Proofex Engage. This is the material. It's a good membrane that is used, and I will run a bit faster here, Proofex Engage, so that I can take questions towards the end. And innovative and anti-tracking pre-applied waterproofing actually. So this is the Proofex Engage below ground waterproofing. This is again sheets applied on the wall. This is what behind retaining wall, if you don't have space to apply on the retaining wall, you can use the blind side. Here you can see blind side. We have put the sheet before putting even the reinforcement for the retaining wall, and then we'll put the concrete. So this is the BS8102 is a problem of fully bonded pre-applied waterproofing system to be used, and rapid installation. So this is the structural concrete, steel reinforcement and membrane. So this is the membrane position. And self-adhesive torch on waterproofing system, structural concrete, screed on or board protection. That is very important on the waterproofing. So here you can see the board protection. And then structural concrete, we have steel reinforcement, screed on board protection, geotextile, PVC membrane, geotextile, and blinding concrete, that is PCC. So this is so many layers. So we have to plan this, and below ground waterproofing solutions also are there, and the non-water tacking, and a strong mechanical bond with the concrete, and permanently bonds to the structural concrete, and no blinding concrete required. Sometimes on the rock surface, if you are doing, you can directly put this material and then pour the concrete. So this is the reinforcement protection also, and typical details of this membrane. So these are all the details, and below ground waterproofing solutions also can be done. So I'm sorry, I don't know, today again we had a break. The Facebook, after thanking, it has not helped me. So I'll take the questions now. Any questions? Is it a continuation of waterproofing? Yeah, that's right. Creating drain before cast of raft slab. Yeah, that's right. And any questions? Can be taken if the water level is getting increased after implementation of the process. What type of measures to be taken? That's why I always say drainage is the best thing. You have to provide the drainage for the water. So whether the water level has increased or decreased, you will see that the water level is maintained below the waterproofing level by maintaining the creating Continuous dewatering may become financial factor. No, in fact, we are collecting the water by providing drainage, and we have saved drawing water from the bore well. So you will get the filtered water and you can use it for normal usage. About new scope in waterproofing segment, robotic waterproofing, which activates itself. Yeah, itself after years of application. Yeah, that is used in the underground structures, but it's a very costly system. What precautions to take prevent dampness at gallery adjacent to the toilets? Yeah, I mean, I have shown the detailing for toilets, detailing for the balcony, and you have to take care of those detailing. Sometimes it is better to remove and redo properly. Concrete roads, waterproofing. Below concrete roads, you don't need to go for any waterproofing as such. Because only when you have the reinforcement, it is essential. Otherwise, for concrete, you can have the protective coating, that's enough. Reinforcement also, we have the protective coatings, and you can refer to them, protective coatings. For canals, HDP or LDP sheet is used for canals. Cracks. When we use the membranes, even if you have the cracks, that's okay, but that is limit state cracks. But if you have through cracks, then you have to treat them, stitch the cracks. You have to stitch the cracks, grout the cracks with epoxy, and then fill it with repair mortars, micro concrete otherwise. Yeah, nanotechnology crystalline is, I have been using for last more than 15 years. Proofex membrane. You can ask the vendor. I just used that sheet data. Similar products are there with many vendors, so you can use it. We are facing dampness up to skirting level inside the wall and outside the wall above lintel level. What is the solution? Yeah, we have to study the source of water ingress and then plug that. That is the only thing. Temperature or climatic conditions have any role in selecting? Yeah, definitely yes. We have to be careful. We have to study the catalog of the waterproofing and maintain that. What is the thickness of brickbat coba? Minimum 100 mm will be there. Slab thickness. What type of treatment is required for the PVC pipe joints in toilets? Use the Araldite kind of material in the joints. That is the, and brickbat coba and chiller water pipe methods are same or not? Chiller, no. Chiller waterproofing is different. Brickbat coba is not a waterproofing. It is a weatherproofing. Canals we require actually below the concrete lining, if you have the concrete lining. Otherwise, clay blanket also is used in canals, clay blanket. On podium slab, if we use polymer-based waterproofing, directly can be done paved tile. Podium. No, better always provide the drain cells on the podium slab, because on the driveways there can be a water percolation. So better have the drain cells so that there is no water continuously attacking your podium slab. Expansion joint in landscape area, due to which daily water will be there on the area. How to do? So I have shared the landscaping waterproofing detail and then expansion joint detail. You should use the combination of those two. Any waterproofing paint working as a waterproofing for terrace. Not paint actually, we have the liquid membranes, brush bond application. You can use that. 50 mm expansion joint. Yeah, same, you can use the raised expansion joint on the terrace. And for the columns, I have given that detail. Use the GI sheet with the roll plug with movement allowed. Toilet waterproofing, no, not cementitious at all. You must use because it's highly acidic and highly corrosive. Kind of anti-corrosive paintings for steel. Yeah, you can refer to the waterproofing company. They supply the protective coating, anti-corrosive paints. Particular need to increase the grade slab and retaining wall. Yeah, you have to increase the cover if you are not using a reliable waterproofing method. Who should provide the guarantee, the applicator or the man? This is always a big question actually. So ultimately the counter guarantee you can ask from the manufacturer, because otherwise there will be always blame game. The applicator will say product didn't work, and the manufacturer will say applicator did not do properly. So there should be a counter guarantee from the manufacturer. Ultimately, because contract is between the applicator and the owner, so applicator has to give a counter guarantee from the manufacturer. About new scope in waterproofing segment. Yeah, we can share after. I'll share it separately. Yeah, any company. I am not saying particular company, but any company you can use, whether it is Pidilite or Cera or Fosroc or BASF, any company. Square meter, yeah, correct, 600 rupees per square meter. Waterproofing outside, not, please never say not possible. If you are not having the gap, you do negative side. That means apply the waterproofing to the excavated rock surface and then put the protective sheet and then put the reinforcement and concrete it from. So never say it is not possible. For paint peeling out above skirting level in apartments, attack the source. Identify the source and attack the source. Today is for water problem proofing methods. Thank you, Hari Prasad. What is the reason coming for cracks in slab? Improper design, improper workmanship. Allowable overall depth of waterproofing in terrace. Normally, it is better to limit to 100-150 mm, including weatherproofing and waterproofing. Suggest cost-effective and durable waterproofing for regular residential building. Brickbat Koba and screed on green. Screed on green. Screed, yes, screed can be done, but do it on green and provide the roof slab slope. Sika also, yes, you can use. Crystalline waterproof dose, again coating. Yeah, Sika, any crystalline is only secondary, I always say. Facing dampness issue in water, involve what treatment? Existing, yeah, we have to do the treatment through grouting to the behind the wall, form a impervious layer. We have done it actually, and then grout the whole wall, and then put the protective coat inside also. In the surface of brickbat cover, it's due to bad workmanship, bad cement, excessive cement. You should not use more cement in brickbat cover. Corrosion resistance steel, yeah, it can be used. Is there any permanent solution to avoid dampness? It requires maintenance, it requires proper workmanship. Is there a better anti-corrosive coatings? There are many companies. I will share it in the WhatsApp group. Thank you, Gautam Paul. Like brush bond, yeah. How much percentage allocation for waterproofing? Yeah, waterproofing, almost overall cost of waterproofing will go anything between 5 to 10% of the overall cost. Waterproofing, weatherproofing and all. Thank you, Brickbat. No, Brickbat Cobra is not waterproofing, it is weatherproofing. Any type of waterproofing. South India waterproofing system is waterproofing, like where Brickbat Cobra is a part. How to treat expansion joint between buildings and podium. That is a L-shaped expansion. So there will be a projection concrete slab and there will be a wall. We have done that also. Can we use Siporex blocks? Yeah, Siporex or AAC blocks or CLC, any lightweight material can be used. It is good actually. In fact, it is good. In cracks after applying epoxy treatment, it's not stop leak. Yeah, crack filler is not a solution to prevent water. So we have to take to overall solution actually. Lift pit sectional waterproofing, yes, it is required. Injection grout and then membrane. Which kind of rainwater draining system required? Yeah, we have to provide total drainage. You should take the envelope of the building and see how the water flows and collect. How do you collect it? Brickbat, Cobra, or can go with combination. Want to avoid sunken slabs, do you recommend underslung pipe? Yeah, underslung can be done if you have the what you call false ceiling. Otherwise, try to use embedded pipe in the concrete or directly take the pipes out. Nani trap on the outer wall, near outer wall, P trap near the outer wall, and take it out. So thank you very much. I'm sorry for interruption in between. I'm sure some people would have missed the second part, but thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.